Hi my gardening angels, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jess, and today I'm really excited. We're going to go set up my composter. It came in the mail. I'm kind of saving up some scraps this week in anticipation of the composter coming, so I kind of wanted to show you how I'm going to set it up. I am not a compost expert by any means. This is more of a video to kind of show you my, as weird as it sounds to say, like, journey for composting. I grew up with a family composter, but I wasn't really ever involved in the process of it, so I'm not exactly entirely sure how it all works. I've just done a lot of research personally, and I got this composter. I could have made one. Feel free to make one on your own. I just wanted something that I could easily turn, and honestly, I didn't have the materials and just didn't want to go to the store to buy one, or like to buy the materials. I just wanted to get it off of Amazon, so I took kind of the lazy approach and just bought one, but it wasn't too expensive. I'll include the one I'm using down below, and you can definitely go check that out. But Jake and I did not break our leaves and pine needles last fall. We tried, but then it snowed and we just weren't on top of it. So we did the front yard from where people can see, but our whole backyard has a bunch of pine needles and leaves in it. So we've been kind of piling it up in the corner that we're going to do our composter in. And so I kind of think what my process is going to be with composting. You want a 1-to-2 ratio of green to brown materials, and maybe we can go into those in another video on like how to compost. But essentially the green materials are things that are alive, so like your food scraps, and like vegetable scraps, like when you're cutting up vegetables before you throw them in for dinner, those rinds and peels and those different things, that's what I've been saying as the green material. And then those are also going to be like plants that you've pulled and trimmings and whatever. And then you have your brown materials, which are more the dead leaves, sticks, paper, cardboard, that sort of stuff. So you want to have 1 to 2, so twice as much brown as you put in of the green. So I'm just gonna kind of pile up those leaves and use them as I go, and whenever I dump in something green, I'm gonna put twice as much brown in them. But let's go outside and I'll show you the setup. Okay, so this is the composter. It is all completed. This is the area we've been just dumping our stuff, knowing that there's going to be a compost over here. So I'm going to try to clean it up a little bit so that it doesn't look so chaotic. There's a Christmas tree. Anyhow, here is the composter, all complete. You know, it has all these panels with these nice sized pockets in them so that there's a little bit more air and movement in the composter. What's kind of nice is it has 2 chambers. So if it's a little easier with 2 hands, but if I open this up, you can see that there's 2 chambers here, and there's like a side paneling in this. Now, what's cool about this is there's a plus side and a weight side, so you can take this piece out and flip it around, so you can distinguish which side you're adding to and which side you're waiting on and turning for, and not adding anything else to. And then you can kind of flip-flop back and forth, but you'll, you know, switch it up when it's done. So I'm going to actually start adding some things into this. We have all these grass clippings that I think will go pretty quickly. We also have like leaves mulched up. So I'm thinking of kind of adding this stuff because I think I will be able to get a pretty quick turnaround if I use kind of this stuff that's already cut up really small. Then I just have a little bucket of scraps that I've been collecting. These are all of the asparagus ends from our dinner the other night. So if you cut things up much smaller, they're gonna go much faster in composting, but it's not necessary. They'll eventually break down. But so I'm actually just gonna add all of this. Coffee filter stuck. All right, and then I'm going to add 2 more little buckets of this thing. Also, just to kind of start it up, I'm just going to take some of the dirt that's sitting right here and throw it in. These have a lot of microorganisms that are going to kind of help break that down. Well, I made barely a dent over here, but that's okay. From what I've read in my research, a lot of people struggle finding the brown stuff to add to their compost later on. So, you know, I'm sure this will kind of go quickly, but I wanted to kind of have some of this stuff to add. So I kind of have made a mess now of my composter, and that's what it's for. It's supposed to turn into dirt. So, but this is what it kind of looks like on the inside. I know that's kind of gross, but I added some of the dirt so that it will kind of jumpstart it. And then I'm just going to leave it closed and sat here. I kind of mixed it all up, and it will hopefully start kind of working. That's kind of it. You know, I'm going to just kind of keep saving my scraps and then putting them out there, and along with, you know, equal parts or double the amount of the brown material. I'll eventually get through the brown material. It'll just take a while. Kind of in this spot, it's most definitely the eyesore of our property. So I want to kind of get it cleaned up, and I don't think the composter looks too bad, and I think it will get quite a bit of sun in the spot that it's at, which will be good because you want it to get nice and warm. So oh, what, you want to say hi? Oh, hello. Hello. This is our neighbor puppy. He's over for a play date. Hi. Hi, Sage. Hi, Kuna. What? You two wanted to be part of the video? Hmm? Yeah. You silly pups. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. You can add tons of stuff to composting. Just kind of do your research. I'm excited because I really think it's going to help Jake and I kind of reduce the waste that's in our house, and I think it's going to add a lot of great soil to our garden this summer. So I'm really excited. I will keep you guys posted on the compost. Hopefully in a few weeks or months I'll be able to kind of use some of the dirt that's coming out of the compost. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.